Hey friends, welcome to a brand new video dedicated to Garten of Banban 8, the most anticipated chapter of the entire saga. We're almost there. There are only 7 days left until the official release of the new game, and the countdown is getting closer and closer to the end. Every day that passes, the tension rises, the theories increase, and the community is going crazy. These 7 days are going to be really important, because the developers are dropping small hints and messages that make it clear that something huge is coming. In fact, just recently Faris, one of the members of the development team, posted some very interesting messages on Discord, and he even confirmed that something big is on the way. But don't worry, I won't reveal what it is just yet. We'll discover that together later in the video. Before we continue, I have a small favor to ask. If you're a fan of Garten of Banban and don't want to miss any updates, make sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a big like on this video. That way, you'll always be the first to know about all the latest news, wild theories, and hidden secrets about the new chapter. In the next few minutes, we're going to analyze all the details we've gathered so far, the messages from Faris, and the possible connections to what's waiting for us in Garten of Banban 8. I promise you, there's a lot to talk about, and some of this information might completely change what we thought we knew about the story. Get ready, because the countdown has begun, and what's coming might just be the darkest and scariest chapter of the entire saga. Now, we're finally getting into the heart of the news, my friends, because what happened on Discord just a few hours ago could change everything we know about Chapter 8. A user asked a very direct question to Faris, one of the main developers of the game. They wanted to know if today they would release an image dedicated to the 7-day countdown leading up to the official release of the chapter. And guess what Faris replied? He didn't write a single word, he didn't say yes, and he didn't say no. He simply answered with the eyes emoji. Now listen carefully, because this is a very important detail. The eyes emoji is never random. If you think about it, it means pay attention, look closely, keep your eyes open. It's like a secret message, a direct hint to the entire community to stay alert today, because something big might be happening. And you know what this probably means? That today we will most likely get a brand new official image dedicated to the countdown. But this is not just any image, my friends. These countdown images are never meaningless. Every single detail hidden inside them is a clue about the new chapter. If you followed the previous chapters, you already know that the developers love to hide small secrets inside these previews. Each image prepares us for events we'll encounter in the game, teases new locations, possible new characters, and even scenes that could become crucial for the story. So pay close attention, because the one coming out today will be the image dedicated to the 7 days left, but this is only the beginning. If the developers follow the same pattern they used in previous chapters, it means that in the next few days we'll also get new countdown images for 3 and finally the last day before release. And believe me, the closer we get, the more important and detailed these previews will become. This means that every single image will be a small official sneak peek of what we'll see in Chapter 8. Today we'll get the first piece of the puzzle, but in the coming days things will become even more intense, because we might get hints about new characters, possible plot twists, and maybe even a glimpse of brand new gameplay mechanics. In short guys, today marks the beginning of the real countdown to Chapter 8. The developers are building up the tension step by step, and the fact that Faris replied with that emoji means we need to keep our eyes wide open and not miss a single detail. Friends, now we need to talk about another very important piece of information that also comes from Faris and is once again connected to the release of today's countdown image. This time, Faris wrote a new message on Discord that has sparked even more attention from the entire community. He confirmed that the 7-day image is coming, but there's one detail that completely changes the situation. This time, the image will not be released at the usual times. Yes, you heard that right. The developers usually have a pretty fixed schedule for these official teasers, but for the first time, Faris warns us that today could be different. And this, guys, means only one thing. We need to keep our eyes even wider open. We can no longer expect the new image to drop at a predictable time, because it could be released at any moment. It might come out in a few hours, in a few minutes. Or, pay attention, it could even be released right after this video goes live. Do you understand what this means? We'll have to be super quick to catch it and analyze it together. And here's where something very important comes in. If you don't want to miss any updates, turn on the notification bell right now, because as soon as the image is released, I'll prepare a brand new video where we'll analyze it together, frame by frame, to uncover every single hidden detail. Now, let's think for a moment. Why did the developers decide to change the release time today of all days? This could mean that the 7-day countdown image contains something special. It wouldn't be the first time they've done something like this to surprise us. Remember when, in previous chapters, some images were released at unusual times? Every single time, those special images hid huge details connected to the storyline. It could be exactly the same this time. Maybe today's image will give us our first glimpse of a new area we'll explore in Chapter 8. Or, even more exciting, it could reveal a hint about a brand new character, possibly one the developers have been hiding from us for months. And the fact that Faris didn't say when the picture would drop but only warned us to stay alert means they want to surprise us. In other words, guys, from this moment on, every minute matters. The image could appear while you're watching this video, and the second it's available, I'll be here, ready to bring you a complete breakdown, step by step, to discover every secret the developers have hidden inside this image. In the next few days, every single clue will be crucial to understanding what awaits us in Chapter 8. Now, we need to talk about 3 very important messages written by Faris, which are all closely connected and reveal just how different Chapter 8 is going to be compared to all the previous chapters. Faris confirms something that many of us were already starting to suspect. To develop this new chapter, the EUPHORIC brothers needed more external help. And you know what? This is huge news because it means Chapter 8 is going to be bigger, more complex, and more polished than anything we've seen so far. In these 3 messages, Faris clearly explains that in Chapter 8 we're going to see new names appearing in the credit screen of the game. The credit screen, as you know, shows all the people who worked on creating Chapter 8. And this time, it's going to be much longer than usual because the team decided to collaborate with new artists, developers, and creators. And here's where it gets interesting. The EUPHORIC brothers have always been a team of just 2 people. For Chapter 8, they've decided to take a big step forward, raising the bar significantly. They brought in reinforcements, asking for help from other artists and developers to create a bigger, more immersive game with a much higher overall quality. And that tells us something very important. Chapter 8 won't be just another chapter. It means the new chapter will be packed with richer graphic details, brand new environments, and very likely even new gameplay mechanics that we haven't seen in any of the previous chapters. If the EUPHORIC brothers decided to work with other creators, it's because they have something much more ambitious planned than ever before. But there's another interesting point. The fact that Faris is telling us to pay close attention to the credit screen suggests there might be hidden clues in there. Yes, you heard that right. This wouldn't be the first time the developers hide secret messages or subtle hints in the final credits. There could be fake names, references to new characters, or even early teasers for what's coming in future chapters. Think about it. If the team has expanded, that means someone has worked specifically on new areas, new textures, new animations, and, most importantly, new monsters. This could also explain why they're keeping such a high level of secrecy around Chapter 8. The more people involved, the more surprises we can expect, and probably the more plot twists are waiting for us. In other words, friends, these 3 messages from Faris confirm one crucial thing. Chapter 8 will be the biggest and most ambitious chapter of the entire saga. The EUPHORIC brothers are investing their time, energy, and now even external resources to deliver a completely new experience. And that means we can expect new characters, new areas, new secrets, and a visual quality like never before. And the fact that Faris tells us to look closely at the credit screen means we shouldn't underestimate any detail. Thank you so much for watching the video until the end. You are amazing. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell for the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.